Hello everyone, I'm Konstantina Nikita. I'm the editor-in-chief of the IEEE Transactions on Antennas and Propagation. Welcome to Voices, our special interview series celebrating 75 years of innovation in the IEEE Antennas and Propagation Society. In this series, our editorial board sits down with outstanding researchers and innovators to uncover the stories behind the science, what drives their achievements, how they have shaped the field, and where they see the future heading. We are kicking off with a special set of episodes for the International Women's Day 2025, spotlighting the role of diversity and inclusion in advancing technology. Join us as we amplify the voices shaping the future of antennas and propagation and inspiring the next generation of innovators.
Hello, I'm John Young from the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering at the University of Kentucky. I'm also an associate editor for the IEEE Transactions on Antennas and Propagation. Today, as part of the TAP Voices interview series by the IEEE Transactions on Antennas and Propagation, I would like to welcome Professor Kavitha Arunachalam from the Department of Engineering Design at the Indian Institute of Technology, Madras, Chennai. Thank you, Professor Arunachalam, for taking the time to talk with me today.
Thank you, Professor John. Thanks for this opportunity.
To start off, could you tell me a little bit about yourself and your background?
I'm a faculty at the Department of Engineering Design, IIT Madras. I come from Chennai, a town in India. So I am born and brought up here. I studied in schools, public schools, government-funded schools, then moved on to do my engineering degree in electronics and communication engineering. And post my undergraduate degree, I worked for a couple of years because I wanted to pursue higher studies abroad. And many of the students at that time used to go for higher studies abroad in US, particularly from the college where I was studying. So I worked for 2 years, then saved and applied for graduate schools. So I did my PhD I joined at Iowa State University. Then I moved to Michigan State along with my guide when they transferred from the Iowa State to Michigan. And so I was at the Electrical and Computer Engineering department, worked on electromagnetic techniques for non-destructive evaluation. And post my PhD, I did my postdoc at Duke University in the hypothermia physics program at the Department of Radiation Oncology, where I learned on applying the electromagnetic techniques for developing biomedical devices. So after 3 years as a postdoc, I applied to Indian Institute of Technology, Madras, Chennai, where I am from, my home town. So there was this Department of Engineering Design where the emphasis is on product development, and they had a biomedical engineering specialization. So I applied, and I'm glad I'm back at home where I did all my schoolings. This is a brief background about myself.
And what originally got you interested in science and engineering, as well as the more particular field of electromagnetics and microwave engineering?
So growing up, I liked physics and maths more in the subjects, in school subjects. So I always liked looking at things, how they work. And during my undergraduate degree also, I took up projects where we built working models of simple systems at a college level project. So I enjoyed building things, and I liked communication systems and satellite communication, antenna engineering subjects. But one thing I realized that I did not completely understand the depth of it. So I realized that if I take pursue a higher studies, a doctoral study in electromagnetics, something that is bothering me that I did not understand fully, that gave me an opportunity to go in depth and understand the math behind it and appreciate the physics of how microwave devices work. So that's what interested me to take up this area.
And I noticed that much of your research is in the biomedical area. Why did you choose to focus on this area in particular?
So, as I said, when I joined, I was working on non-destructive testing of electromagnetic techniques. So it was mostly for a defense application or for power application. And then around that time, there was a flurry of papers on using microwaves for breast cancer imaging. So I started looking at that aspect of it, and then I really liked the fact that technology can be also used for medical applications and solve some problems in the society. So that attracted me towards taking up the topic even for my doctoral dissertation, as was on microwave techniques for breast cancer imaging as well as for therapeutic applications.
And in your career so far, what research achievements are you most proud of?
So that's one thing I've been consciously working on for the since 2010 when I moved to India is hypothermia device development, because it is not practiced in India and the technology is not available. So there's a lot of things that have to be done to indigenously build things for this application. Where the power requirement are lower. So we have been working on a device. Now it is at close to a pilot study stage. That is something that we have been working on in the laboratory for a long duration. I am proud of. And coming to non-biomedical problems, we also looked at very unique problems, pressing problems that are required, wherein we provided solutions based on microwave sensing. One was for waste vitrification of radioactive waste vitrification. So there we were looked at developing a microwave-based, radar-based sensor that could be placed in a fully metallic container and then look at the level, look at phase change. So we were able to develop the entire sensor, signal processing, the data acquisition, everything, and then we also installed and then demonstrated it. So that was a very fulfilling experience. So these two are something that I feel that we were able to show that we could translate things to the field.
And you're from India, so what particular challenges did you encounter and do women encounter now in science and engineering in India?
Okay, so I would say I'm blessed in the sense that 25 years back when I enrolled for in engineering program, at that time itself, electronics and communication engineering branch had 50% women. So I'm talking about 25 years back. So now it continues to be the same. The place where I particularly come from, Chennai in India, education is given a lot of importance for both women and men. And women, there are a lot of already I had examples to look and then inspired to move forward. And my parents were very supportive. So all along, I had a very supportive environment. Though I studied only in public institutions, public funded colleges, schools, I had a very good supportive family environment. And at IIT Madras also, I had the liberty to set up the lab from the scratch and write grants, move on. I personally did not face any discrimination, but what I could see is people who are coming from not, I'm from a urban place, a city where it's one of the metro cities, but other places it may not be the same. Education is available, but not everyone gives importance for women to pursue a professional career. But things have changed. Now I see even more women participating at going for higher studies, even for enrolling for PhD in India. So things have definitely changed, but personally, I've not faced any such challenges.
Okay. And did you have a mentor who significantly helped you in your career, and in what ways
Certainly.
helped you?
Yes, certainly several of them. From my undergraduate college, there was one faculty, Professor Shanmugam. He was teaching communication systems and satellite communications. So he was a great source of inspiration and motivation for me to pursue higher studies. He wrote me good recommendation letters, which was the starting point for me. And then subsequently at Iowa State as well as Michigan State, I have wonderful mentors, my doctoral guides, Professor Satish Lalita and Satish Udpa and Lalita Udpa. They are at Michigan State University in the electrical computer engineering program. They gave me the full freedom to look at science, question, discuss with them openly, and gave me the freedom to experiment things and choose a topic of my own, because I was the first doctoral student to work on biomedical related electromagnetic problem in the laboratory. So they gave me the full freedom. I really owe them a lot, and I still continue to be in touch with them. And I had a wonderful mentor during my postdoctoral research at Duke, Professor Paul Stauffer. He was like an open library. He shared all the knowledge that is with him, and then he guided me. He enabled me to work on different problems where microwave concepts, theory, design can be implemented. I still stay in touch with them. These four people I cannot forget, and I still continue to be in touch with them. I'm grateful for whatever I've done is due to their inspiration.
How do you think that opportunities for women have changed over time since you've been in our field?
So now I feel there are a lot of opportunities, unlike what it was. So 25 years back, we did not have any simulation tool to understand how a wave propagates, how a device works. There are a lot of simulation tools that are available to understand wave propagation, both in free space as well as in circuits. A lot of these software tools are also available as a student edition, which I encourage my students to use and then experiment and do, and then develop certain small projects. As a mini project, I ask them to design something, even if it is a textbook design, but simulate and see and then look at, so they can understand better. So what the equations, if they are not able to grasp the equations immediately, they could at least simulate and see, and then they can relate different scenarios. So this tools, skilling, learning the techniques, a lot of educational tools, aids are there. Tutorials are available. Earlier, it used to be only textbook. You go to library, check out books, read, solve problems, derive equations. This lot of ample of supplementary materials are available for students to learn, even if they are in an environment. So there is no difference in the infrastructure. So even in India, if in a remote place, people have access to internet, they can use the technology in a wise way and then connect and learn through distance learning program. So I think that there's ample amount of opportunity to learn and skill and improve their expertise in the subject.
Going forward, what do you think is required to involve women more in our field, both worldwide and in India in particular?
Firstly, I should thank a series like this highlighting women engineers. That by itself is a active thing that IEEE TAP is doing. And the IEEE societies also have a role to play, which they are also actively doing. The society have programs for women engineers. So by incorporating at a college level, so basically at undergraduate level, if there are certain competitions that are given wherein the chapter level or at a society level, if students can participate in simple competitions, bringing their ideas, something to do with kits are available, a lot of evaluation boards are available to build things. These kind of hands-on mini projects can help them motivate and then move forward. I feel that incentivize the students to participate and then move forward, actively done at not only at a college level but also at a society level, would definitely improve their participation. So this is being done, and if at all societies. See, basically, for example, in India, when you talk about from Indian colleges, what I feel is there are many women who are entering the stream, but many do not stay for long in their profession, right? So they make a choice, whether it is due to personal choice or the society expectations, they kind of drop out. Even when I look back 25 years since my graduation, many of my fellow students, friends, they are not in the professional career anymore. So I think some incentive should be given for them to join career and continue. That support is needed very much in India. And partly the problem specific to India is we do not have enough manufacturing core industry development that is happening in India. Mostly it is like kind of software development is happening. But when you talk in terms of antennas, microwave engineering, there are not many industries. So that is something that India should focus on so that we can absorb and retain women in the career, which would be in general good for this area by itself, microwave antennas by itself. But in that process, we will also enable more women participation. This is what I feel.
And do you have any particular insights or advice for young women who are interested in entering our field?
So what I would suggest is just enjoy learning. Don't stop learning. Learning never ends. Once you stop learning, then basically it is difficult. Even now, we take some challenging problem. So in the challenging problem is where you learn a lot. Once you start learning, then it moves on to a next level of difficulty. But then if you are enjoying the process and you are determined, even if you face challenges, you can find solution to the problem. And only when you approach with the problem with the mindset of solving the problem, and not just for now but the long run. Some problems will take long duration, several years, maybe 5 years, even 10 years to get there. But if you are persistent, then things will happen. So particularly for women, why? Because I've seen many have a good starting point, but then they do not stay long forever due to either personal reasons or because they think that this is not worth pursuing. But I feel that those who have excelled, even the senior researchers, well-known researchers, women researchers are there. When you look at their career and look at their trajectory, they have been persistent in pursuing certain things that they think that is worth investigating. So if that persistence is there, I think that is very much needed to bring a change and also to bring more participation, women representation in this field.
I think that's a very good advice. Well, I've really enjoyed talking with you today, and on behalf of the IEEE Transactions on Antennas and Propagation, I would like to thank Professor Kavitha Arunachalam once again for participating in the TAP interview series. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor John Young, for this opportunity, and thank you, IEEE TAP, for this opportunity.